I'm gonna cut this one right into the beginning of the video. Let me preface this video and say the reason why I am doing this is because one of my viewers asked me to test out the DJI Mic 2 with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 wireless mic system, connecting the wireless mic system with a lavalier mic. So I'm not a big lav fan, but I'm using the lavalier mic. This is currently the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 through the Mic 2, through the Bluetooth connection, because that's how these things connect. But my next test is going to be with the Sony A7C through the receiver on the DJI Mic 2, which is not connected. I don't think it connects Bluetooth, but I'm gonna have the receiver. And the reason why I am doing this test is because it is apparently a known problem that when you use the digital adapter for the DJI receiver on the Sony camera system, apparently the signal is weak, so it's not a very loud signal. And I had all of these funky settings. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because I have the audio way jacked up from my last test. The receiver is currently set to plus 12 gain. The receiver is set to plus 9 gain, which is not maxed out, but it's pretty darn close to maxed out. So let's see if this thing is an absolute unmitigated disaster. Cool. You're doing all these microphone tests with the DJI Mic 2, and you're using it on your DJI Osmo 3, Osmo Pocket 3, and then you're also doing it on your Sony A7C with the adapter. But did you try it with a lav mic? And I didn't, but I'm gonna try it with the lav mic. Now let's see where I put my lav mics. I have all of my audio equipment somewhere. All of my extras. Where are you, lav mic? Oh, what do we got here? Ah, here it is. Here is the Sony lav mic. Huh. It's been a minute. I don't like using lav mics, so I don't use them very often. Oh my God, I don't even think I've taken this thing out of the packaging. No, I did. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna fish the mic out, the microphone through my shirt first. I'm going to do the Lord's work first. All right, let's see here. I'm going to do it like this. Where the hell is the microphone at? I don't know. Sony, like, okay, left and right. It's like got a stereo thing going. All right. We're going to do a classy style. We're going to fish it through. We're going to fish it through. And of course I'm not wearing a belt. So, I set myself up for disaster as usual. So here we go. All right, there's the, this is interesting. Yeah, I should probably actually. So I'm sure there's a cable management way of doing this, but I'm going to tuck this microphone in behind the clip. And I'm sure there actually is a cable management thing to do exactly what I'm saying I'm going to do. Like I'm some great genius, but I'm not. Yeah, there's definitely something back here to do exactly what I'm thinking. So what I'm talking about is you don't just want it sticking in because you might pull it out. So you kind of want to like tie it behind. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Testing, 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 testing. Lav mic, lav mic. Gonna put it on my pants. The audio levels are looking good to, if not a little overly strong, actually. I'm actually gonna put it in my pocket. The mic itself. I don't know, like, there we go. I'm testing 1, 2, 3. I'm testing 1, 2, 3 with the lav mic, with the DJI Osmo 3. So Sony A7C with the DJI Mic 2 with a lavalier mic. And the lavalier mic is pretty closely positioned to the last test that I did with the Sony A7C when I just had the microphone close to my mouth. To summarize, when the DJI Mic 2 is connected via Bluetooth to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the audio seems fairly normal, which I'm sure you will see in the test. What we are discovering when I have the receiver into the hot shoe digital interface on the A7C or any of the Sony cameras, apparently the audio levels run low, which is unusual for Sony. Usually when you are running a third-party mic through a Sony camera, it tends to run hot. But the digital interface must have some kind of muter on there, or there's something funky going on with the microphone. I'm noticing with my audio quality levels, just looking at the screen, that it's looking very healthy. And in fact, I'm hitting the red quite a bit. So I'm wondering if this whole thing's going to sound blown out. If I recall correctly, I have all of my audio completely maxed out. So I currently have the receiver set to maxed out plus 12 gain. Crazy. And then I have this microphone set to plus 9. So the transmitter is a plus 9. The camera receiver is set to a plus 12. I'm tempted to go behind the microphone or behind the camera and like mess with the audio settings on the receiver, but I think I'm gonna shut everything down, take the SD card out, watch it through the editing bay to see how bad the audio is. I'm really curious to see if this thing's blown out or not, but it looks like the signal or the audio is a lot stronger with the lav mic, which is that's a thing. That's a thing. So let's see what happens next. I've done the test. I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 through the DJI Mic 2 via the Bluetooth connection. We tested that. We tested the DJI Mic 2 via the digital interface with the Sony A7C. My initial tests tell me that this thing's not looking too bad, honestly, or it's not sounding too bad. Even if I'm seeing peaking happening in my audio levels, it's not really peaking that badly when I'm putting it into the editing system and when I'm listening to the files. So good results, and I know the video quality, I don't have my lighting on and I don't care. But good results here, guys. I'm kind of pleasantly surprised, and I have to admit, I may rethink my strategy on lavalier mics because it sounds good, it looks good, it's a little bit cleaner. I can pop this thing on my pocket. I'll see if I can find the clip. I was walking around my neighborhood with this thing and I had it like just magnetized to my chest. I was worried that it was gonna fall off. Having the lav mic and putting this thing on, just using the belt clip and putting it on my belt, it may be the move, but I have to admit that I am so far kind of impressed with how it sounds with the lav mic. I will maintain that my general opinion is if you are buying a fairly expensive microphone system and then you have to run it through a lav mic, you're not truly experiencing the microphone out of the box, right? You're putting a third party into it, and you're dealing with a third party microphone that's enhancing it or subtracting from the quality. This sounds pretty good, but it's not a true test of the microphone system because now you're introducing a third party. But what this does seem to indicate to me is that the problem is not with the receiver and the digital interface. The problem is something with the microphone. It's doing something to the mic that's built into the DJI wireless setup. There's something going on that's muting it. It's not the receiver going into the digital interface. It's something to do with the microphone, because just plugging in a lav through a 3.5 millimeter should not do this, right? Especially based on the experience on the Bluetooth connection to the Pocket 3. That straight Bluetooth connection, you should be experiencing the same thing then, because it should be a clean run. So something weird is going on. Don't know what it is. I guess getting a lav mic in the middle of it does mitigate the problem. You're still getting the benefit of a wireless microphone system, so that's a benefit. Some people prefer lavs anyway. I still think it's an issue. I don't love that I need to introduce the lav, because this is about running and gunning. It's about, I want to carry the least amount of crap as humanly possible when I'm traveling and when I'm trying to do videos. So the fact that I have to bring a lav mic doesn't make me happy. It's good to know that if you don't want to mess around with all the microphone stuff, or if you don't want to worry about the settings, this may resolve the problem, or at least give you another option, which is a fairly cheap and inexpensive fix. MShocker77, thank you for your question. It's nice to actually get questions and then like gives you an idea for content so like I'm not constantly having to think about ideas. So I do appreciate the question, and then other people, feel free. If I have the equipment at home, some of you ask me for stuff and I don't have the equipment, and you're like, you just go out and buy this thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But if I have the stuff floating around and in the house, I'm more than happy to test it out. So thanks for your suggestions, and I hope this helped you. Have a great day, and happy videoing friends. Hope you're having a good experience with whatever equipment you're using. Take care.